That statue behind me is someone whose name not many Westerners will be familiar with. Yet, it's someone who they would have heard on numerous occasions. Someone who on a day like today, his song will be heard all over. Today is National Day, and it was 75 years ago to this day, the 1st of October 1949, that Chairman Mao stood atop the gate of Heavenly Sent Peace in Tiananmen Square and declared the founding of the People's Republic of China. Could he have imagined how the country would look 75 years on? No, I don't think anyone could have. As the words put to the song that this guy composed goes, China has truly built a new Great Wall. Economically, politically, culturally, the country has risen and hasn't stopped yet. So come with me and let's go and explore some of the most defining areas of Shanghai and China's history on a day like today. Pretty interesting place. Doesn't really seem to be anybody here. Tucked away around here somewhere is a very small, special, almost secretive room. It's a room that not many people actually know about, and it's a room that holds a lot of China's history over the past 100 years. Let's go and find it. 你好，你可以帮我一下？你可以帮我一下？就是这里吗？
啊，这里。
啊好。
7楼不，那边
7楼。
好。
7，谢谢。Okay, 7th floor. 走吧。你好。
你好。
25吗？
对。
好的。
No.
Tucked away in an unassuming room in the depths of Shanghai is a treasure trove of propaganda posters that have been saved and collected over the past 100 years. This independent museum in Shanghai showcases over 5,000 original posters from the Mao era, offering a glimpse into the ways art was used to inspire and to motivate. Each piece tells a unique story of China's journey through revolution, ideology, and modernization. Wow, that place is about as interesting as you might expect, to be honest with you. Over 5,000 posters stocked in that room, some of them originals, all from the Cultural Revolution era and even dating back before that. Original copies of Mao's books. Very, very interesting place. I've just come out onto the street and I can see all of the flags have been put up ready for the National Day celebrations tonight. We're getting closer and closer to celebrating that. Let's go to the next spot. Okay, we have just arrived at a place called Xintiandi, the site of the first National Party Congress of the Communist Party of China. This place is a very historically significant place in Shanghai and of course for the whole of China, because in one of the houses around here, which I'll go and try and find in a minute, the leaders of the Communist Party in China, or the future leaders of the Communist Party in China, held their first meeting in secret somewhere around here. That was in July 1921, a couple of decades before the founding of the People's Republic of China. Let's see if we can go and find the very house that they had this meeting in. Now, they held this meeting in one of these shikumen lane houses, they're called. Shikumen is stone gate or something like that. It stands for stone gate. And these old Shanghai style houses. It's crazy to think, over 100 years ago, these guys, Mao Zedong and all the others, held a meeting in secret in one of these very houses just here. Who knew? Who knew 100 years later what this place would, what this country would become? This place is now a museum. Obviously the museum isn't open today, and this is one of the last shikumen that actually are still around. The others have obviously been knocked down or, you know, redeveloped, but it was right here that over 100 years ago Mao Zedong and 12 other delegates defined the goals and the plans for the Communist Party of China. So this is People's Square, and People's Square is right in the heart of the city, but it's also the start of West-East Nanjing Road, which is obviously the most famous, historic, landmark street in Shanghai, the one that we will be battling the crowds to take a walk down towards the Bund in just a minute. This behind me, Shanghai Museum, very beautiful, but over here, Shanghai Urban Planning Exhibition, and it's a museum that showcases Shanghai's past, its present, and what its future will look like. And inside you can find, you know, evidence of Shanghai developing from a small coastal trading hub to the financial megalopolis that it is right now. Okay, I think that's enough sightseeing. Let's go and battle the crowds, walk down East Nanjing Road, head towards the Bund, and check out the monument to the liberation of Shanghai that's situated at the end of it. Let's go. Wow, the crowds have certainly arrived. This is Shanghai's busiest day of the year, and the police are still outside the subway stations doing crowd control and directing the flow of traffic. In fact, I don't think I've actually done a national day in Shanghai before, so I'm really not sure what it's going to be like or how many people there are going to be. So many people. We haven't even got to East Nanjing Road yet, or even the Bund. Literally just started walking on West Nanjing Road. Can hardly move. I have not seen Shanghai like this for a very long time. Of course, it's not just police that will be patrolling the streets today, it will also be soldiers due to what happened about a decade ago, which I'll tell you about in just a second. So a decade ago during the New Year celebrations, there was too many people and there was a crush. And ever since then, on every big event, the place has been shepherded by the People's Liberation Army, the soldiers. So if you see the soldiers in the background, that's what they're here for.
从这边走，那两条可以绕过去，真的。
You know, whenever I'm involved in a big event like this in China, it always surprises me so much that there's this many people, but there's never, ever any trouble whatsoever. If this was in the UK or in the West, this amount of people, 100% you'd see arrests, there'd be some sort of commotion, it just would not work at all. I'm not going to discuss what I think the reasons are for this, I'm just stating my observations. You have to admit, it's pretty cool when the soldiers do crowd control like that. It's quite awesome. Okay, we are finally coming up to East Nanjing Road. It's probably going to be even busier. And then Bund, I hate to think what that is going to be like. But we'll check it out anyway. As you are all probably well aware, all of these orange buildings to my right, behind me, those are all the buildings that were built by the European powers when they were in control of various parts of Shanghai. And the buildings behind me signify something completely different. Those on that side are a representation of China and Shanghai's future since the 75th anniversary of the founding of the People's Republic of China. So for me, Waitan is such a great place because on one side you've got Shanghai's past and China's past, and then on the other side you've got Shanghai's present, China's present, and China's future. There's one last statue that I want to show you guys, and that's the commemoration to the people's heroes, and we're just coming up to it right now. So this monument behind me is the monument to the people's heroes, and it commemorates all of the people that died fighting for China's freedom in various different wars in China's history. And there's 3 pillars to it, but unfortunately I'm not entirely sure what each pillar represents. And that's that. I hope you enjoyed this little tour of Shanghai and China's history. Subscribe to the channel and hopefully I'll see you next time. Goodbye for now.